Is this the hardest enduro in Vietnam's history? Yes. So we made it to Moc Chau Island. By the time we got into our room, it was 2 AM. And we're here for a Vietnam enduro. So we're going to practice this morning, sign on, and then we have the qualifier in the evening or the afternoon, and then we have the finals tomorrow morning. So let's hope we can qualify in the first heat, which is the top 5, and then we have a chance of winning tomorrow. So we got too tired riding the practice lap, so we're going to try and walk as much of it as we can, and hopefully this gives you an idea of why we're so tired. But it never looks as hard on camera as it is in real life. I know, but he'll be the one that gets the whole shot probably. So I was number 25, which meant for the qualifier I started in the last heat. So all I know, as James Stewart said, Chris Crawl, I got to get up front. Little did I know this would be the first of many down riders that I would have to get past. Another rider was in the main line, so I risked hitting the lip, and luckily it was fine. This rut was so deep and was catching us out all day. So we just did the riverbed. We had this in the last race, but they've made you zigzag, so it's way harder and way bigger rocks. So hard. My chain came off, my bike overheated, so I let it cool down for a bit. I overheated. Here's me passing Kevin, who you may know from our wheelie video, or as another trainer for Dirt Bike Academy. This hill was extremely off camber, so if your rear wheel slides to the left, it's game over. As I passed Tien Ting, I remember he likes to throw his bike, so prayed he didn't do that as I went past. Back through the dry riverbed was absolute chaos, especially starting at the back. And I guess I was panicking, so I made some stupid mistakes. I'm sorry, Bruce.
Sorry.
And then I collided with another friend, Marcel, but this time I think it was more his fault. I've caught up to Brice and Lam Van Hung from the heat in front. These guys are both top 5 in Vietnam, so the battle ensued. I saw Brice down and I thought, don't do anything stupid, and I proceeded to do something stupid. And we both raced off to try and get to the rocks first, because neither of us wanted to be stuck behind the other. I apologised to Kevin because in that moment I just ripped off his water pack, which would later become a huge problem for him. So that's 4 or 5 of my friends I've collided with in this race. Come on, Ben.
Vâng, và với best view đã hoàn thành 2 cuộc thi của mình. Tất cả vận động viên
After the qualifier and a quick shower, we headed for celebratory food and to find out the results of the qualifier. Chau first, me second, Lan Van Hung third, Petrie fourth, and Brees fifth for the pro class. We experienced fireworks, a proposal, and then we received participatory medals. The finals, we have to do an even harder track with even bigger rocks, so pray for me and yeah, I think it'll be fun. I stupidly filmed the final in 2x zoom, but just enough to be able to still see some battles with me and Tao.
Một phút.
I asked Tao if he's happy to wait behind me for 1 minute, as I was already knackered, and he said don't worry.
If difficult, I have you help me. Okay.
So when we walked the track, the line on the right looked easier and the rocky line on the left looked harder. And when we rode it, I really struggled to go right, and Tao managed to overtake on the left. At this point, my bike was really not happy with me, so I stopped to give it a chill down, opened the lid and nearly blew my face off, and decided to fill it with some more water, hopefully to get it to the end of the race. Here at the end of the first lap, the battle with Lan Van Hung ensued. I overtook him up the hill climb. He overtook me back through the rocks. And I overtook him back just at the end of the rocks before the last hill climb. At this point, I'm worrying, will my bike even make it to the end? So I stop and get some coolant. Thank you to all the organisers and riders that helped fill up my bike and get it to the end.
In front of you, since he was here, 2 minutes.
I think I just got to try and aim for second.
And after 1 hour and 45 minutes of riding and pushing my bike, crawled to the finish line.